This is also my bed. And then this transitions down.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was just as magical every time that I do it. We built it so it's at the height of the window so I can see out all the way if I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our next video. I read all about Annette. We talked a little bit and I found out her story and I was just so impressed with what you do. Thank you again for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, well, thank you for emailing me. Anytime I can talk about the bus and talk about the nonprofit, I'm all for it. So I love it. As a kid, I was always obsessed with the circus. I loved, you know, the Boxcar Children, all these things. And I loved travel. And I used to watch Travel Channel. I used to read my grandma's National Geographic magazines. And I just wanted to explore everywhere. But I have a bus because it was the easiest one to change to how I wanted it versus an RV or versus a van. Oh. And I didn't have a lot of things done when I moved in. Mm-hmm. I was not ready to move in, but I did it anyway.
And how'd it go? It
was awesome. I'm still on the road, so that was great. So,
yeah.
Everything that was in here, I did design how it was going to go, but like anybody else, I've watched a ton of YouTube videos. We all kind of like, ooh, that looks cool or this looks neat. One of the coolest things that I found are the use of toolboxes, but it was a perfect size for a stand-up desk. And then what's cool about these is every time I drive, all I have to do is shut that, lock it, and then nothing can come out of it. Like, as you see what's sitting on here, not my computer, obviously, but this stuff, it's all double industrial Velcro. So none of this, like, this is how it travels. It doesn't fall off or fly anywhere. Mm-hmm. And same thing with like all the stuff that's up here. It's all double stick tape or industrial Velcro. So then the bench here, also it's a storage for clothes. So I can put clothes underneath here. And then the whole couch pulls out to a full-size bed that I could put an air mattress on. Oh, wow. And then it pushes back in. And then I put hammock hooks up and down the center. Cool. So then this, once again, I used another toolbox. This is all like stuff for hair, makeup. Basically, it's like a vanity, like what you would have in the bathroom. And I even put a makeup mirror. So
wow.
Upside down. I thought I would have, you know, people would come in, get their hair and makeup done and do that. I haven't done as much of my own commercial headshot stuff in here. But it has been really fun, and my nieces absolutely love this. They'll come in and like look all fancy.
I love it.
Yeah. Mini split was awesome. I love this thing. This is a 9,000. I would have gotten the larger one, the 13,000, because of the space that it is. It does take a while for this to cool down, but the way my bus is set up, it's so open, but I don't have separate rooms. So like if somebody came in, and this has literally never happened, but just in case, somebody wanted to come in and take a nap or whatever. I have two of these that I can extend across and then put a curtain up or something to divide it. But they also help like when it's really hot. I don't need to air condition my kitchen. I could just air condition the back living space. Go Power, I'm really grateful for them because they donated a solar system for me and it has 570 watts that comes in. So I have a 250 amp hour lithium battery. Oh, very good. And I know I could add to that. This is the 3,000 watt inverter charger. So this is a Go Power inverter charger. And then the battery is tucked underneath there. The first couple times that you drive, everything falls over.
Of course.
And you learn that you need locks on everything. So like all of my cabinets have these locks. Oh. So that can't move. And then if you're
How do you open that then?
So I have a magnet.
Oh. And
you just hold it right there. And then when I'm parked, I can unlock them so I'm not constantly doing it over and over and over. Okay. This is the fridge that I started off with. Even as a person that's just by myself, it's very small. You don't have a whole lot of freezer space in there, but as you can see now, it's dry storage because I replaced it with the bigger one. I put a microwave into my kitchen. I had like a toaster oven thing first. Didn't like that. Then I put a microwave. I don't use the microwave either, really.
It's more storage?
It's another cabinet.
There you go.
I've maybe used my microwave like twice. I just learned how to do a pour over with a coffee pot. Oh, yeah. I know people are going to be like, wow, how did you never think of that? But this used power, and my neighbor was like, why don't you just heat water on your propane stove and then just pour it in there? And I'm like, that is brilliant.
That is.
I'm so glad somebody else thought of that. So this is a Camp Chef. I got it at Cabela's, I think, propane. And it does, I use it mostly for the stovetop. I didn't use it for the oven for pretty much the first year that I had it. I have a 65-gallon water tank underneath my bus. My water pump, the accumulator and the water heater are right behind here, and then it's vented out. So these are on Amazon. So I've seen people do where they do mason jars and stuff that stick up there. These, they're glued and screwed. So when you twist them off, this little part stays up there. And what I did, the foam that it comes in is just evenly spaced. So I took the foam upside down, pushed it up there, drilled little like pilot holes, and then took them down and put these up. So this is probably the most evenly spaced, pretty little thing that I've ever done. I've gone through 3 different toilets. If you would like a toilet review, I will tell you. The first toilet I had was just a Lugaloo bucket with a toilet seat on it, and you just everything in there, and you just toss it. The most convenient one of all of them.
All right.
Completely the most convenient. I also had an airhead toilet, which excellent customer service. Loved them. Loved the actual function of the toilet and everything was great. I just personally, the composting part of it is weird to me, and like the cleaning it out and I'm leaving some, swirling it around. All those things that I have now. So Happy Little Lou, which they used to be bus people, or actually I think they still live in a bus. They came up with this. It's super nice. It looks nice, but it separates everything for you. My bathroom is actually in here. And then I have full shower. And then this is customized for that space. There's nothing in there right now. So here, come on in.
Yeah.
Let's do the extra behind the scenes. So this one, and this is custom made. So when you lift this up, there's a bucket. And then when this folds down in there, you have to, and the funny thing about this too, I'm going to totally overshare about this, but the first time you change from one to the other, their holes aren't always in the right place. And it surprises you when you're like, oh, didn't do that correctly.
There it is.
So now I've learned where stuff goes. But everybody that lives on the road has some sort of way that they have to take care of your waste, whether you have to go to a dump, whether you have to bag it up and throw it. Usually I just take it to a truck stop or something like that and toss it in the trash. One of the big reasons why I wanted to go mobile is I founded a nonprofit in 2018. We take empowering portraits where people use their own handwriting to tell the story of who they are to the world. So the mission statement is celebrating the resilience of the human spirit through the power of conversation and photography. Whew, that was a lot. Yeah. And and the vision is that everybody has a chance to feel seen, heard, valued, and loved. So I knew I wanted to build a space that was inviting to community, kind of had like a therapeutic sense to it, but I wanted a photo studio and I wanted to be able to take this project mobile and I wanted to be able to pull up anywhere, bring people in and have them participate in this project. But I've photographed over 1,600 people in this same chair, in this same spot, in all 48 lower states, a little bit of Canada. I'm about to go to Baja, and I don't know where I'm going after that, but yeah, it's pretty like 38,000 miles.
You are on a mission.
Yeah, I wanted to prove that this project could go anywhere. I've been to homeless encampments, to Bel Air, to Cracker Barrels and Harvest Host, and events and festivals and tops of mountains, and photograph people like anywhere. I call it the 2-hour bus because people come in just kind of looking at things and then all of a sudden they're part of the story. Yeah. And so what started as just a photo of myself now keeps going because people keep coming in and they keep connecting and then they connect with somebody else. And then every time I was in here, I was like if I build it, they're going to come. If I build it, they're going to come. And I'm going to make this for other people to have this space. And I was like, when I run out of money or when people stop participating, I guess I'll be done. And it just keeps going. So
it's an incredible story, an incredible passion that you have. And I've seen some of the photos on the website, and it's so empowering. I was just very, very impressed. So thank you for the work that you do.
Yeah, well, thank you for acknowledging it. So one of the biggest reasons why I picked a bus is because I really wanted a photo studio so I could do this project in the back. So it used to have a wheelchair ramp right here, but I moved it to the center. I wanted to keep the wheelchair ramp. Most people get rid of them, but I wanted it so everybody could come in. But we cleared up this space to have the black wall, and it's a Murphy bed. And then this is where I photograph all the people. So I take a picture of them and I send it to an iPad, and then they write how they would feel seen, heard, valued, and loved, or a little bit of self-expression about who they are on their photo around their portrait. So that's all done right here.
Oh,
but then the other cool thing about this is also my bed. So I have to move that out of the way. It also is my gym down, but this is a treadmill. I do have a treadmill in here. I also have like TRX straps and stuff that I can use. And then this transitions down.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was just as magical every time that I do it as the first time that I came in here. So I don't have that window up, but we built it so it's at the height of the window so I can see out all the way if I'm out in the middle of nowhere and come back here, pop it up, get my treadmill back out of the way.
That is so simple.
And now I have my studio again. And it's all, my bus is wider than, not the actual width of the bus, but the aisle in it is all wheelchair compliant. So I have a lot more space. You should be able to get a wheelchair in here, turn fully around, and go all the way to the front.
Because you wanted to include everyone and anyone.
Everyone, yes. So
That's
whether or not you can climb up steps or not, you can still come in my bus. I did install a Ring doorbell. One, it lets people ring it so they can tell me if I'm in the back that they're here. But also, it's just another form of security, being able to see who comes to your door. And it's recording all the time.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Great.
And then down here, there's an outdoor shower too. So this can hook up to here. And then I built like a little shower curtain shower rod that can go around it if I'm somewhere. I also put D-rings. So if somebody else pulls up next to me and has D-rings, we can hang hammocks out.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And my bus has glitter in it.
It does. It's very sparkly.
Automotive glitter from Europe.
Oh, fancy.
That wasn't on purpose. And then these were all custom built in. They're just Northern Tool, and then they're welded up underneath there. So I can carry, like my propane is in here, as well as tools. And then there's a matching one on the other side. Put a hitch. So eventually I'll be able to pull a car behind it, but right now I just use this as storage and then have like the backup cameras and the side cameras. But this is pretty unique. So to have the generator, I needed it so it doesn't smoke out and cause the CO2 monitor, but I didn't necessarily want it on the front or the back of the bus. So we built this to where it can slide in and out. And then I can also drop it if I need to take it further away from the bus. That's pretty much it.
Annette, thank you so much for opening up your home to us and showing us that you can integrate your passion as well as your build together. And it's just gorgeous in here.
Yes, well, thank you for coming aboard. I really appreciate any eyes on this project, and I absolutely love this bus build, and I hope it encourages other people to kind of join the community too.
That's great. And if someone wanted to find out more about your organization and what you do, how can we find out more information? Beautifulstrength.org is the best website to go to. It kind of takes you through what the mission statement is. There's also a section where the bus, which will take you to bus build pictures and all of that stuff. If you want to interact, Instagram is probably the best place for that. Instagram and Facebook usually are pretty good. That's beautifulstrength_bus. Just know that every message I get, I really do try to answer. Well, once again, thank you for, just the work that you do and following your dreams and your passion.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Folks out there, after seeing this video and what Annette has done here, what are some of the passions that you guys could envision integrating into your own build and following your dreams such as that? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear what those passions, and we're excited about sharing that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you got anything out of today's video, please give us a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, we'll see you all down the road. So long, guys. You ready?
Yeah, are you already going?
Oh yeah, I've been recording this whole time, yeah.
Clap.
Like,